I'm gonna hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio Skulls all day.
Haven't even tried.
I think he just came out. Well, yeah, came out in like May with his diagnosis with cancer.
Oh yeah, he did have cancer. That sucks. We're talking about Jim Vance. He was a local newscaster for Channel 7, right?
No, I think NBC.
Oh yeah,
Channel 4. Yeah, Channel 4 here in the
yeah.
Washington D.C. area.
Rest in peace, Jim Vance.
Yeah, he's got his mural on the side of Ben's Chili Bowl, man. They actually paint,
the one in D.C.
Yeah, so
nice.
it's so that's very that's an honor because I think there's a sign in the window that says the only people that eat here for free are Bill Cosby and Barack Obama.
And it would have been Jim Vance.
Yeah,
too.
well, I'm sure he would have been added to the list, yes. But what I was going to say is I think that's a pretty nifty honor to have, for a local spot that's been around for God, when did they open?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, so
I'm
not.
And now they have chains, like other franchises. So yeah.
Okay, so we're here?
Yeah, we've been here.
Well, we have. Oh shit. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here live. This is episode 4 of the Mad Scientist Lab podcast.
4.
4. Everything is good in threes, but the fourth is just as good. So
or even better.
Yeah, there we go. So it is Jared Smith. It is I, RJ Steinbacher, and Oliver's kind of hanging out over here.
Oh
so.
yeah. Well, eventually Oliver's going to be replaced by a guest.
Yes, we will actually have another person who speaks probably more intellectually than I do with Jared, so that way the conversations can hold a lot more weight than me kind of drabbling around like a drunken buffoon, so to speak.
Right.
Okay, so I know you wanted to do this, but I cannot get in my realm without alcohol.
Before you start, I gotta start looking at the camera.
Okay.
We're gonna start doing a segment every show. We're gonna do a beer tasting. So the first one, we're gonna see how this goes.
Yeah, because we don't know what the hell's about to happen.
Show the camera what that is first.
Okay, so if you guys can see this, I hope you can see it well. I don't want to super stretch, but this is Elysian Space Dust. It is an IPA.
It sounds like fucking weed.
Yeah, that's why I bought it. I'm not gonna lie. I looked at it and I was like, yeah, there's got to be something like cannabis related to this. But it's also brewed in Seattle, Washington.
Elysian Space Dust.
Yeah, sounds like a finishing move,
Finish him.
Yeah, right. Dude. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and crack one open. I don't know. Here, let's see how it smells. It smells like a beer. All right. Here we go.
I hope so.
I'm not gonna lie. It's all right.
Hey, what does it taste? I mean,
it's very hoppy. I don't mind hoppy beer. I can't drink a lot of it. Here,
is it an IPA?
Yeah. Don't worry. I got no cooties, man. Come on, man. Just because I drink in a bar and take random women plays. Actually, I'm lying. Nobody comes home with me.
It's like Amarillo or some shit.
Yeah, just try it. It's okay. It's a little bit. Is it bitter? Do you like that?
Yeah, it tastes like a IPA. Oh, it is an IPA. Space Dust IPA.
Yeah, but see, I'm not gonna lie right now. I am a little disappointed. It just tastes like another IPA to me.
Exactly.
It tastes just like I wouldn't be able to tell you. Like if somebody said this was like Sam Adams or something like that, I would probably.
Sam Adams sucks.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Sam Adams. We might lose some followers because of that. I don't.
If I don't, never mind.
Okay, so that is Elysian Space Dust. I'm going to finish the beer because I did open it.
Please
and,
do.
Yeah, and wasting beer is not okay.
Can I get a raging bitch, please?
Yes, a raging bitch. Back to those. See,
back to basics.
Okay, so the beer tasting segment doesn't seem to be going the way it should have.
No. What do you mean? Am I supposed to do one too?
Oh, well, here I'll give you. I only see. I didn't bring a nut. Well, I drank the other one.
We'll save it for the next one.
Okay. So here we'll close that up, and just to let everybody know, just in case we didn't like that, I had to get the handy dandy 24-ounce can of
That's
Bud.
to wash the IPA down.
Yeah, that's the go-to. So that is for you, Mr. Smith. Okay, let me go ahead and lean back a little bit. Put my cap here, and this is nice. And I know, so I recently became aware that you can create your own 6-pack at the store.
Yeah, that's
And apparently that's been going on since the beginning of time.
not that long.
Well,
It's been a while.
it's been a while, so I was pretty fascinated by that, and that's where I got the idea to grab these, and I said, hey, Jared, maybe we should do this. But I did just grab a bunch of random beers, but I thought that was pretty cool. That is something kind of nifty, if you want to try something.
Definitely grab randoms.
Well, yeah, I didn't want to. Some of that
They-
stuff is kind of daunting.
Dude, they have some weird. We did that before here, not for on the show, but we did basically the same thing. We built our own, and we got a bunch of random shit and just tried it. And some of those are fucking like there's weird ones. There's like ones that are like coffee.
Really?
Yeah, like it's fucking.
As
weird.
somebody who loves beer,
I can't do the coffee shit.
well, I don't drink coffee in general. I'm not a coffee person. I like tea. Tea is fine, but coffee, I know it's everybody. Well, Starbucks. Everybody loves coffee for the most part. I've just never been a fan of it. It's just nasty. Do you like coffee?
I won't say I like it, but I do drink it. Usually during the week. I only drink it, to be honest, Monday through Friday when I'm at work because I'm sitting at my fucking desk bored out of my
Now, let
mind.
me ask you this: even though I don't like coffee, how do you like your coffee?
I drink it like a man, bro.
Just straight black?
Straight up black.
Is that? I didn't know. So drinking coffee black is like like it revolves around masculinity as well.
I'm gonna say it does.
Okay, all right. So now I can't get anything else. I can't get like a frappuccino with caramel drizzle or some shit on there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie though. I do feel really feminine when I go to fucking Starbucks and order a fucking frappuccino.
Well, I've tried a frappuccino. I've tried this stuff because I work next door to a Starbucks. I trade pizzas with them sometimes, so they'll kind of hook it up. And I'll try different. I like the refreshers. That's mostly what I focus on now. But I tried a couple different things just to see what everybody's all crazy about. And yeah, doesn't do anything for me.
Well, I mean, no, the one that I always order like I said, feel weird when I order it is caramel macchiato.
Macchiato. That does sound kind of feminine, dude.
Caramel. Can I get a caramel macchiato? Grande?
Would you like your balls back as well?
For real, man. Like that's what I'm like. Ugh. And I don't go to Starbucks. Like I have a guy I train with. Shout out to Oscar.
What up, Oscar?
He works at Starbucks, and he's like, he always has coffee on him. Like it's
Yeah, some
weird. It's
people-
like, dude, like, how are you on the mat right now and you have coffee in your hand?
Dude, see, people, I don't know how the employees at a Starbucks deal with some of those people so early in the morning. They're like, yeah, we get up at like 3:30 to be here by 4, and I'm like, all for coffee. And it's just like, I can only imagine those long lines, people becoming impatient, and I couldn't do it.
Starbucks is known for taking care of their employees, though. So most of them are pretty happy, as far as I can tell.
I mean, the people that I know, I don't think it's so much that they don't like their job. I think it's just, it's the social interaction with certain people that can bring it down.
Oh yeah,
But that's
There's-
everywhere.
Dude, there's some fucking douchebags in the fucking like you deal with it even at
But
pizza
so-
place.
Oh yeah, people's food is
Those
very.
are probably the worst.
Some people, you'd be surprised. A lot of people, as long as you're honest with people, it's like, hey, you know what? Like, I'll give you an example. Last week, I made a pizza, and it was like almost close to closing time, and I was making it really fast, and I was busy.
Closing time.
Yeah. Oh God, it didn't come soon enough because it was getting busy. But so I made a pizza incorrectly because they wanted half in this and half in that, and I actually forgot to put something on there because I was kind of rushing. And the lady called, and she said, "Hey, this isn't the first time this has happened, but my pizza was made incorrectly. I didn't receive it." And I brought it up, and I actually told her, I said, "Ma'am, you know what? That's my fault. I'm actually the person who made your food." And, I apologized. I gave her a free pizza for her next order, just, But if you are just, people are going to vent immediately, like the moment you pick up the phone, like, let me speak with the manager. All you got to do is listen to them.
I am the manager. B.
Yeah, so I do say that, but I listen to them vent. As long as you listen to people instead of trying to cut them off, hear them out, you got to give the customer what they want, man. That saying is, it sucks, but at the end of the day, that's the only way to just keep people happy. I had a guy call, yesterday, and
Just burped into the mic.
yeah, sorry, a very classy move by me. But I had a guy call yesterday, and I'll keep it brief. But he said, "Hey, the night before I ordered 2 pizzas in store, with everything on them, but I didn't want any onions." And he said they got onions on them, and I'm thinking like, "Hey, I was a closing manager last night. I don't remember this guy coming in at all because it wasn't busy, and I'm very good with all the people that come in my store. I know a lot of them by name and their kids and what they like to eat." So I even pulled up the order history from the day before to see if I could find it. I was like, "Hey, man, what's your name?" So you got a telephone number, typed in the telephone number, didn't come up. And he keeps doing this like wishy-washy thing, and I was like, "Who did you speak with? What did they look like? Who took your order?" And he's just, and then eventually he hung up the phone, like because he obviously just wanted free food. But you'd be surprised, that is actually very rare that somebody does that.
What was that old Simpson joke with the he would call it, was it?
Well,
No, he would call
Moe's Tavern. Moe's Tavern. Looking for Al. Last name Alcoholic.
Yeah.
Is there an alcoholic here? Yeah. Dude, God, Moe's.
No.
I think we're like the live version of Moe's Tavern sometimes.
Oh, you're talking about at our watering hole?
At our watering hole. Sometimes
yeah, it's fucking bad sometimes.
Oh man, but
this week was no. Anyway,
let us not continue to ramble. Let us get on.
the speaking of, like, I used to work at a Sprint store and as a service tech. I used to fix people's phones. Man, I used to get assholes in there. Shit, I would be an asshole right back. Like, they'd be screaming. Like, there's one dude was screaming, like, and I was like, "Yo, first of all, I'm not helping you." If you
First, did you tell him that I am the Jared Smith and I'll kick your ass?
Well, I didn't.
That's
tell
what
him.
I would have done that.
I didn't do that, but
Mr.
no,
Smith.
there's times that I thought I was gonna have to fight in there. Like, one dude threw a phone against the wall, dog.
For
like,
what?
Yeah, we called the cops and everything. Like, he was pissed about whatever the fuck he was, because
Was
he
it
didn't
his
have
bill?
his phone. No, it was his phone.
I don't understand people, man. Like, I will not lie to you. I have, as a gamer and as a nerd, I have broken a controller here or two in frustration, but that was in my younger days when I took it way too seriously.
I had never thrown a controller.
No, I didn't
because
throw it. I like literally just gripped it and bashed it into the carpet repeatedly.
Oh, well, that's, yeah, I can understand that, but like throwing that shit across the room,
I'm not gonna lie to you,
don't.
that I'm not very proud of that. But and I was pissed because I had to go buy a new controller.
Yeah,
Obviously.
exactly. That's the same thing. Oh, I think it was that I told the guy he had water damage in his phone. He was like, "No, I don't." Blah blah. Like, bro, like, it's clearly wet. Like,
Right? Like, you can see it like under the screen and everything, or
well, there's a on the inside on the circuit board. There's a little indicator that turns red if it's been wet.
okay. Oh, okay.
So
I actually did not know that.
yeah, and if it's red, and actually there's two. There's one on one end. It depends on the type of phone, but you can tell other ways too. You can tell by corrosion. You can tell by like rust clearly, and people don't think like where they put their phone. Like, a lot of people that put their phone in a cup holder in their car, not realizing that there's probably some condensation in there.
Yeah, no.
Well, your phone's got water damage. I can't help you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, blah, blah, blah. That's what I
So
pay
you
for
didn't-
insurance for. Well, yeah, you pay for insurance, so you're going to have to call the insurance company to get it done. So the insurance company is a third party thing. So, like, man, I used to get people, and a lot of it's funny because a lot of those people that used to come in there acting like assholes, I used to see them at the watering hole.
Oh man. So I have never. Hold on, let me think.
And
about
some of those
this.
people I still hate to this day.
Well,
It's because they might not even know why I hate them, but it's because I interacted with you when I was sober and I was just doing my job, and now it's a problem, and now I just don't fucking like it because I know your personality now. You know what I'm saying? If you act like that to somebody you don't know, just trying to help you, like, that's how your personality is all the time.
yeah,
So I don't
that's
want to fuck with you at all.
very good indication of characteristics. Shit, I lost my train of thought. Hold on.
My
Hold on.
bad. I was.
No, I was gonna say. There we go. I was gonna say that I don't think I've ever gone into a business or an establishment and like raised hell for any. I'm trying to think because I don't want to say I haven't, but I mean, working in customers. If anything, I think everybody anywhere should work in customer service at least once in their life,
Yeah, 'cause
just so
then
they
you-
can
you-
kind of experience
Yeah,
it.
yeah. That in the military. You should do military and working customer service.
Yeah, the two most difficult
'Cause
things on earth.
It will make you fucking realize that you're not everything you think you are.
Yeah, man, it'll
You know what I'm saying?
humble your ass real quick, man.
Yeah.
You'll have people, like screaming at you. I had, oh God, I had this guy call one night, and it's. He basically he was saying he waited 90 minutes for his food, and I was like, no, sir, that's not possible.
That
you know,
is
it was
impossible.
like, yeah, not on my watch, bro. Yeah, not on my watch, man. But it was about the 35 to 40 minute delivery time, and it was the last. I had that delivery, and then one after that as well, and they were the last 2 deliveries of the night. So when the guy's food is halfway through the oven, I get the other order, I make it, it goes through the oven. And they're both going out to, Springfield. So I tell my driver, I was like, hey, man, there's no point in you driving all the way to Springfield, driving all the way back. You're going to make 4 trips. And just wait 5 extra minutes and this food will be done. So this guy's food is not cold remotely. So he calls and he starts screaming. Like, this guy, he had to be drunk, man, or something. He was like, he was screaming at
That's
me.
why he
dude.
wanted that pizza.
Dude, he was flipping out. He was like, "Oh, you're saying I can't feed my babies?" Like, he's just being
No,
all
sir,
extra.
you
Yeah,
can't.
yeah.
Because first of all, you shouldn't be feeding your babies pizza. You dumb fuck.
Yeah, and especially at like 11 o'clock at night on like a school night, right, or something. I don't know, but I'm not one to make those decisions.
Yeah,
However,
shouldn't your kids be in bed?
yeah, it was really weird, man. So I'm telling you, it was so hard for me not to just cuss this guy out because obviously if it's going to come back to me, they're going to be like, "Oh, you can't do that to a customer. You just give them."
No, I'm a human being too. I'm not gonna take your fucking bullshit.
Yeah, so I'm listening, and he's just screaming at me, and I was like, "Sir, I'm trying to explain to you that I have other people I have to serve as well. There's another order going in the same areas where you live. I had told my driver to wait just a few minutes for the other order, and he's like, "Oh, now you're telling him to wait for my food?" I was like, "Sir, it was only So basically, this guy's screaming at me, and I can't this is like literally the only customer that I could never calm down. Like I don't. They don't order from us anymore.
I'd cuss his ass out.
I know where.
I would see. That's another thing I used to do. I didn't cuss people out, but I tried to make them feel as stupid as possible about how they're acting. And dude, I used to make people feel dumb. I can't remember something because a lot of shit just off the top
I know.
of my head.
Customer service, man, don't do something to you.
Man, I fucking used to. One of my coworkers, we're getting off on a tangent, but whatever. One of my coworkers was with me one time. We were out, and we both had our Sprint shirts on.
Okay.
And some dude comes up to me. He was like, "Hey man, you work at Sprint?" I was like, "No, I just like wearing the shirt."
Dude, what the fuck, bro?
My dude was with me. He was dying, like laughing and shit.
Yeah, people do ask really weird questions. Like sometimes I get so everybody knows I wear my uniform. We're past that, but I do when I'm at work. If I have to go to Giant to grab something for the store, say we like ran out of like.
I don't think any of the viewers has actually seen you wearing your
my uniform
on here.
I'll do it if you want me to.
No,
I'll do it if you want me to.
I see you in that shit enough, bro.
Yeah, I know, right? Just don't bury me in it, okay?
We're definitely gonna have to get some new T-shirts.
This is I own about 20 gray shirts.
This is your podcast uniform.
This is my. I don't know what to wear, but you know what it is, man. I have a lot of winter clothes. I don't have a whole lot of like.
You're one of those people, huh? Like I used to be like that, like winter, because you can put more stuff together in the wintertime.
Well, and it's because I don't want to say my job, but a lot of my stuff, like I get a bunch of long johns. I get a bunch of long sleeve shirts to put under my work. So I do have shirts, but they're old and they're like stretched out. Like I don't go shopping much ever anymore
at all.
No, I don't
either.
I think the last time I went shopping, the mall had yet to be renovated. So let's just
I usually order everything online.
What if it doesn't fit though? You just send it back?
Well, I kind of know what size I wear.
But that I get that, but I know different companies and different brands,
it
like the
depends on what it
size. Yeah, the size might be different, even though a small is a small for that. Oh, that's a nice flash shirt that you got on, by the way.
Oh, yo, this shirt is fucking. I saw this. I was like, I gotta get it.
Got it at Walmart. Did you get it at Walmart?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
That's where I get all my T-shirts.
Fuck, I need to go to Walmart. There's one right across the street from me. Going to Walmart.
Dog, there's they got a bunch of good stuff. That's like, I used to, because I like T-shirts, but I like cool T-shirts.
Yeah,
no,
I've
kind of been known throughout the years for cool T-shirts.
That's how I was in high school, man. Anything, not overly designer, but anything with like a tight ass like saying or logo or a rapper or an artist.
Speaking of new T-shirts, Ace Tron, hey, I got a shirt for you when you come on the show, buddy.
Yes,
I'm not gonna even say it but I got one for you.
We've got something
special planned.
Yeah, something special planned for you because
that show is gonna be fucking epic.
God, I'm just gonna get really drunk before we do it, just because
Because
I know
it'll
he's
make
gonna,
it funny.
well, he's gonna load us up with a lot of information, and I want to be able to sit and listen to him logically. Even like
Well,
just,
you know how you already know
nah,
me.
it's all good, man.
No, it'll be fun. It'll be fun because we can talk about baseball too.
Yeah, no, man. God, what a guy, what a character, man. You're a funny guy.
that dude's
He is. You are the biggest troll on the internet.
He's not a troll.
Oh,
though.
I know.
He
I know.
believes that shit.
I know he does. That's why I'm still gonna call him a troll. But that's okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm like halfway done with this beer.
Are you drunk yet off of that?
Well, it's 8.2% alcohol. So
Yes, you're drunk.
no, it's the first beer.
I know. I'm fucking with you. All right,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of drunk.
Well, we went through the first segment of the beer tasting like pretty quickly, but we're getting there, folks. All right.
We are getting there.
We're gonna do another segment each show, Tech of the Week.
Tech of the week. So this is something new. This is obviously Jared's idea because I'm just here to drink.
Oh, Tech/Science of the Week.
All right. So
This one is actually both.
okay. So what is the tech and science for the week, Jared?
Artificial intelligence, or AI.
AI. Okay.
It's actually I'm in the tech world, and I'm always trying to stay up on the latest technology.
Okay.
And AI is one of the biggest things. AI, the other thing we'll talk about later. Just remind me.
Okay. That's what I'm here for.
But AI is really big. From what I've been studying, I'm not hardcore into it yet, but I think I'm going to get into it. What I've been noticing, a lot of it has to do with basically data and databases,
Okay.
which is another, like data science is another thing. So it's like kind of all like coming together
right.
into one thing, because
Now-
the way the computer learns is through the information that it stores in a database.
Okay.
So
So if you store, all right. So now I'm like the perfect host for you because I don't know anything you talk about half the time. Okay. So
I'm not an expert in AI.
you're going to be an expert. Well, you're my expert here. We'll put it this way. If we were having like a debate in our watering hole, I would be like, hold on, let me go get Mr. Smith. I'll be right back. But what you're saying is with AI. Oh, you're very welcome. With AI, you're talking about it becoming more self-aware, right? Because when you feed the data to the AI, that's how it learns, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So if I typed in,
It's just a bunch of information stored into a database, and there's algorithms that are written that, all right, if this happens, then do this. And then it just starts doing it on its own. Did you ever see that video? I think I posted it on the podcast fan page. The video where it was my page. This past week or recently, was it China? I don't know. I can't remember where it was. But they built a system where the model taught itself how to walk.
no, so like when you say the model, it's like a robot
like a
model?
little 3D model.
Just
This was in a computer. So there's a 3D model.
Okay.
Like if you watched The Incredibles, those are
All right.
3D models.
All right, okay.
But not this model. Obviously, wasn't that high of a sophisticated, I guess. But they built it. They built two different ones. There was one that was a biped, which 2 legs.
Okay.
And then there was a quadruped, which is 4 legs.
Okay.
And it was cool because the 2-leg one, like it put different obstacles in front of it, and it had to like learn how to get past them.
Like
And
kind of like climb over it
like
type of
walk,
thing?
Yeah, either walk or climb or step over. It was fucking pretty cool, man.
So how did it?
I'll find it and post it
Yeah.
on the podcast page, facebook.com/the Mad Scientist Podcast. Yeah, that's it.
Throwing them gang
Keep
signs.
saying podcast too much.
Podcast. Well, that's what this is.
This
It's
is a podcast.
This is our podcast. So how did they get, or how did it get it to do that?
Like I said, through the data and algorithms that are written by humans, they
And
write.
then they just put it in there, and
put it
so
in the
it's
computer.
like it just teaches itself.
Yeah, it's programming. That's basically what it is. Programming to pull from certain information, and then that information it builds on itself,
Okay.
and then that's where the learning is taking place. Just like if you go to school,
All right.
you the first year of high school you do, or like I guess arithmetic.
Yeah, what
and
you
then
mean-
pre-algebra, then algebra, then trig or geometry.
geometry,
So
trig.
each one is building on the other.
I didn't finish trig. I didn't care for. I didn't need it to graduate.
Actually,
I was like,
trig was. I hate math for a long time, but when I finally got to trig, like that was actually fun because it was more practical and living like for real world stuff.
okay. See, I can understand how that's, what it attracted, like how you're attracted to that.
Yeah, I like doing shit that applies to real shit, not fucking just here do this math problem just because it's
Johnny
fucking,
has 8 apples.
Yeah, I don't give
What
a
is the
fuck about
circumference of
Johnny.
the sun? You know,
Fuck
like
Johnny.
the goddamn sun.
Fucking Johnny.
Speaking of the sun, it has been hot as balls lately.
fuck.
Dude.
Hey, Donald Trump, motherfucker, global warming is real. You are fucking tripping, bro.
Yeah, that whole God, I don't want to get into that, but that whole thing is just a debacle in itself. But it's been very hot lately, and I'm hoping. What was it? Well, it was raining when I got here. It was drizzling. It's
Yeah,
not
we
as-
need it to get all that humidity out
Oh
of the air.
God, my room has been like I feel like Oliver, like bacon in an oven. I'm not gonna let. Yeah, well, the AC doesn't work in my house.
Is that
currently.
the only reason you come over here just to do fucking you're not here to do podcasts, sir?
What?
You're here to
Yeah.
get fucking AC?
No, well, dude, it feels very nice in here right now. I'm not gonna lie.
No, like, I have a heater over there. It gets fucking cold down here.
That's fine. I don't mind being cold because you
No,
can wrap yourself
it
up. When
gets
you're hot,
fucking
bro.
cold.
When you're hot, man.
When you're
it's-
hot, you're hot.
Yeah, but you can't
Like
cool
this
down as you might.
podcast.
Oh, I see what you did there. Nice plug.
I just spit on myself. Folks.
Okay, so back to the AI, man.
Oh, yeah.
Back to the AI. So now I know we discussed this before the show, and I didn't do the appropriate research. I
Due
did
diligence.
Yeah, I read 3 paragraphs. I said. I did. I Googled it. I'm not gonna lie. I did it. I did it last night when I was drinking a beer. So I was reading and I
Way
read.
to prepare.
Well, hey man, sometimes it's if you just have it fresh in your mind, it's right there, but it's obviously drawing a blank right
See,
now.
this is why this is good because this makes you fucking have to learn some shit.
Yeah, no. Now I feel like if anything, I should have paid more attention with everything else in my life up to this point. So
Well, I mean, I didn't shit, man. I don't think I learned that till I was 30.
what? But
Like,
just paying
to pay
attention.
attention to
Oh,
shit.
I pay attention to stuff, but I want. See, the thing is, you're not an expert, like you like to say. Okay, this is recording, right? We're not gonna
Yeah,
have
yeah,
another
yeah.
debacle. Okay, sorry. God, that scares the crap out of me.
Yeah, I know. But I never changed anything from the last one.
Okay. So, no, I feel like if I read up on it, I feel like in order to create at least a cohesive conversation with you, I need to know some of the finer points of what you would be speaking on. So when I was looking up the couple paragraphs that I did read, it was just like a basis of the artificial intelligence, how it could eventually replace workers in the workplace, like and how and how it's continued. Because I know technology in general, and I know you do. That's your field that you work in. It's changing every day. I mean, consider even 10 years ago, man, the way technology has advanced. Even 20 years ago,
Bro,
I look at video games as a great example too, man.
you
Because
you may not have been. Well, let's put it this way. There was a time when there was no internet, like in my lifetime.
Yeah, no, I
There
remember
was
that.
no internet.
No, I remember that, man.
And then the internet happened, and look at where it's at now, bro.
It's crazy. It runs the world.
It's fucking
It
crazy.
runs the whole planet. Dude.
And because of the internet, that's where the worker thing you were talking
Yeah.
about, how it's going to replace workers. The internet plus software is what's going to do it.
That's so crazy to me. Just think that's the kind of stuff that you think about when you're a kid. Like, like the flying car and, the
And
future,
which-
pretty much.
which-
Yeah, you think of the future.
Believe it or not, Uber's working on that. Like people shit on Uber all the time, but they're
You mean with a self-driving car?
self-driving car.
Okay.
They're working on that, but they're also beyond that. They're also working on. I had to do a project on this. They're also working on flying cars that fly themselves. Like you call it on the app, and they fucking the fucking
It flies.
It comes, lands, picks you up, takes you to your destination, and fucking rolls out.
So, like, how
'Cause the
high
whole-
would it?
The whole point. See, people
It's so
don't,
crazy, dude.
people don't understand.
It's cool. I just got.
People that, and this goes back to the AI thing. Excuse me. People don't understand. Yes, Uber's losing a lot of money, but guess what? All you fucking sorry to anybody who's an Uber driver, but they're gonna be gone.
Well, the reason I don't do Uber or Lyft or whatever, that
I don't know. I haven't looked into Lyft. I don't know what they're doing. I know Uber for sure is working on autonomous cars and flying cars.
Well, the reason I bring that up is because a lot of my coworkers, a lot of my delivery drivers do Lyft or Uber on the side. And my boss, one day, this was a while back, but he explained to me just like people think they're going to make so much money off of Uber, but then you have to put back into your car and all.
Yep.
And so basically, crap. The reason I don't do it is because I'm just not comfortable with people I don't know in my car.
Yeah,
man.
I don't like that shit.
That's honestly what it is.
I'm
It's
too
as
much of
simple
a
as-
car guy to fucking have people in my car.
Oh yeah, dude. I can only imagine. I don't even like when I got flour all over. I don't even like getting in your car. I'm just like getting it dirty. Well, my dad was that way too. He's like, oh, with his truck, if we went to McDonald's, he'd be pissed off. He'd be like, now it's gonna smell like French fries in here. and
Yeah,
all
that
this
shit is
Yeah,
the worst.
so-
When your car smells like food. Like,
Oh God, but especially old food. Ugh. But anyway, with the AI and it advancing and taking over jobs in the workplace, do you see that happening in the not too distant future? Or
man, that's another thing. I don't think people realize how fast technology moves. Like I could say it's a lot of that stuff. It's already happening. I'm trying to think of a good example of jobs that are being taken away already. I don't know yet. This is why we need our Heather.
Miss Hartwell, wherever you are, we love you. Please forgive us for our lack of intelligence.
No, because she wants to do. She's basically going to be like a producer. Like, so when we need something looked up, she'll look it up.
Oh wow, that's so awesome. And
But we're not there yet. We're getting there.
she wanted me to go to she wanted me to go to this brewery with her this morning to buy cassettes out of somebody's trunk.
Oh yes,
And I actually woke up.
I heard about that on that. It was Chad Dukes.
They were talking about it on the show. Yeah, no, because
Yeah.
she was telling me that I saw her in the bar the other night, because I live in there, and she was like, "Oh my God, RJ, you just gave me the best idea," and I had said nothing completely remotely relevant to what gave her. I don't know what I said that gave her an idea, but she was like, "Hey, if you come with me," I was like, "Yeah, that's fine as long as I'm awake," and I was actually awake this morning. But I had to go to the store and do a bunch of shit around the house, so I honestly would not. I wasn't able to go.
No, that would have been a good look for the show if you did go.
Well, now I feel bad for buying food for my family, starved motherfuckers. Yeah, I can't wait to have her on, man. That's gonna be a lot of fun. That's gonna be okay. So with the AI,
it's funny we're talking about her because she was on another show this past week. Like they were trying to drag her name through the mud, and then it turned out that it wasn't what it was.
well, she always lets me. The reason I like her so much is she always orders quesadillas and she lets me eat 2 of them. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, well, she's a good person, man.
That's and you're okay in my book, especially with quesadillas. What?
Oh, me? I'm okay in your book?
Yes. I mean, do you have quesadillas?
No. And if I did, you ain't getting two
Oh,
of them.
come the fuck out! Come on, man. At least give me half of one.
I give you like one because I usually don't eat all my food either. So.
No, well, I do. That's why I'm happy as shit. But anyway, now for me, if I were to think about AI taking over somebody, especially the driving aspect of my job, with pizza delivery,
That would be cool.
that would be cool. I don't know how that would work because the
put
whole
the pizza. Well, there's.
you got to get out of the car
Yeah,
and
true.
go to the door and have that.
I don't know. Amazon's working on drones.
That's true, and I'm not saying that it's not possible or that small social interaction doesn't need to be dealt with.
I don't think I want to see a bunch of drones flying through the air though. Like that's kind of weird.
Yeah, it is a bit creepy. I feel like one of them will shoot me with a laser type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Which, by the way, they just this past week, they finally, I think it was on CNN. The Navy, they've been working on this for years, but now it's actually deployed and working a laser that shoots missiles out of, or at least drones for right now, out of the sky. They're trying to make it. They say it's classified information that.
Everything is classified information.
Whether or not it shoots down missiles, or like
when you say missiles, like big ass missiles,
like ballistic, like
holy shit, dude.
not ballistic, but what's those? The ones that the North Korea shoots off.
Oh, like
those big, they're big.
Oh, well, I was thinking of
But they're saying that information is classified whether or not the laser can shoot that down. But the thing about it is the laser, you can't see it, you don't know it's there, you just get hit.
So
they're not using it on humans.
Okay, well, so let me ask you this. I know this might sound completely ridiculous, but if you can't see the laser, is it really a laser?
Why wouldn't it be?
You can't see it. Like when I think of a laser, I think of
you don't see you don't see. Well, I don't want to say that either, but you don't really see photons, which is light. You don't see light moving. You just know it's there.
That's true, but I just feel like if it's man-made, how
you think it should be like a fucking Star Wars?
No, well, yeah,
ray gun or
yeah.
something.
Well, I'm not saying like something off of a TIE fighter or anything, but that's what comes to mind when I think of a laser. I'm not saying that they can't make it indiscreet and not visible, but I just don't see how they could do that. Like, so how? Yeah, like how
it's
could
just energy. It's man, you get me into like hardcore science.
Well, that's what we're here for, the podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Pretty much. I mean, it is called the Mad Scientist.
Space dust. That's what it is.
Because I'm mad and I'm half a scientist.
This shit has kind of got me a little tipsy.
Clearly, you're looking into it like a spectacle.
I can tell what religion you are now.
Shit. I might need to get some of that. What was it called again?
It is Elysian Space Dust.
Space Dust.
They do not sponsor us in any way, shape, or form.
But we would love to have you.
Yeah, any sponsor, anybody out there that likes us remotely as people, or just enjoy our conversations
and want to see this shit get better.
Well, if it's gonna get better, Jared, we're gonna have to quit drinking, or I'm gonna have to quit drinking.
What?
Okay. Well, so I just want everybody to know right now we are purposefully destroying our livers for you and your entertainment.
Man, we're not getting like fucking sloshed. We're just drinking beer. Like this, we would be doing this if we were hanging out anyway. So like, why not talk about it?
Do you hear that, ladies and gentlemen?
That
Santa Claus is not coming.
You're drunk.
I'm just messing with you. Oh my God! Hold on. All right, so I'm gonna grab another Space Dust. All right.
Oh, you like the Space Dust, huh? No, well, save that one for the next one, man.
What, this one?
No, that one.
Oh yeah, no. Of course, I would.
Put it back.
You got me confused.
Just put it back.
See if you got some. What is that jelly in there? Make some.
Well, while you're in there, and we're off subject again. Let me get another one.
Okay. I didn't. Okay, so we got that. All right. So, okay. No, it's. Well, I guess now that I've drank one, it's okay. No, I don't know.
No, you're fine. Go.
Okay. So anyway. But anybody out there that would like to sponsor us, you are more than welcome to. Just come see me at work or at the bar. That's the only place you're going to find me.
Well, you'll find me in a lot of places.
Not me. That's why it's easier to find me. So
I don't like to let everybody know where I'm at all the time.
Yeah, I don't have that option in my life.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
You just don't go places.
Don't go places.
I don't know.
I don't go anywhere, honestly. I remember... We went to where did we go? We went to Sequoias.
Oh,
and I was in my
that
uniform.
Was your first time?
Yeah, that was my
dude. I think that was the first time I hung out with you.
Really? No, there's no way. Well, really?
Like outside of the watering hole.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because man, I work so much, so I don't. And DC's expensive, man. When they were like, yeah, it's like $12 for a shot, I was like, I don't belong here, bro.
I feel you, but we had the hookup.
Yeah, no, I'm glad that we did, and shout out to that gentleman. He knows who he is. But when I got there, man, just everybody says it was Paul.
Oh, Paul Lee. Shout out to Paul. He'll never see this. Yeah, he doesn't like Facebook.
He doesn't.
He doesn't even have a Facebook.
He doesn't?
No.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're saying he doesn't like taking pictures.
Yeah, he don't like pictures. He don't like.
My dad was that way too.
Actually, you know what? I just thought about something. He asked me. I don't know how he saw it, but he asked me last night. He was like, "Hey man, I want to be on your podcast."
I think maybe Adam had maybe told him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, hey, Paul Lee.
I was actually pretty shocked when he told me.
Bro. Like, we got to get the mixing board situation fixed. But
yeah, we're trying to get more mics set up to have more guests on. Yeah. That way, it can be more of a. I don't want to say entertaining, but it'll definitely be much better to have different guests on. Interesting. Yeah, that's the word.
Because
as if we're not already interesting enough.
Both of us know some very interesting people, and I think it would be cool just to have conversations with some of those people.
No, absolutely. It's also good to get a different point of view other than mine and yours. It's always good to have. Because I had a conversation with somebody last night, and I told him about the show. he has not watched it yet, but he was like, hey, what type of like, I guess, behavior do you project? Like, what do you guys? Are you optimistic? Are you an extremist? Are you this?
What?
Yeah, well, he's basically saying in order for us to be successful, we have to do like the good cop, bad cop thing. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, so
Well,
it's all right. No, but I wasn't agreeing with him. I was just listening to him,
and he hasn't even watched it.
no, because the one time that I did tell him, I had just got there and he was kind of drunk already. Then I got drunk with him.
Well, I'm not gonna say anything.
Well,
Because I don't when
heartburn.
When he man, fuck. I gotta talk to him before I.
All right, that's fine. He didn't say anything bad. He was just.
No, I feel you, but like you can't have an opinion on that. That's like someone saying I don't like sushi. Well, have you had sushi? No. Then what the fuck are you saying you don't? How do you know you don't like it?
Sushi's pretty badass, man.
Yeah, that's my point. If you have like, you can't say you don't like something, or you can't have an opinion on something that you haven't even tried.
Exactly.
So that's why I don't even know why you were in. That's what I was trying to get to last night. Like I wouldn't even entertain any of that.
I was just listening. I didn't.
No, I feel you.
Yeah, I was just listening because it's. I'm always very open to listening to what somebody has to say, even if I don't necessarily agree with it, just to see what their perspective or point of view is from.
I get that, but again, like I was saying, like he hasn't even seen it, so like I don't want I don't want your fucking opinion if you haven't even seen my show.
It's crazy that didn't even occur to me because I was just sitting there drinking and I was like, okay, oh, well, that makes sense in this, but he had some valid points in terms of not our show, but he was just saying like in terms of like a social interaction. I can't remember the whole thing, but it made some sense. But I was like, yeah, I just told him like me and you, we just, we're optimistic.
Shoot the shit.
Yeah, we shoot the shit. Like, if we believe in something, we talk about it. If we're like, we just try to be as open and as upfront about it as possible.
Yeah, and like I think I was explaining to you last night. I like the organicness of this. Like it is what it is. Like people see us. This is us. You know what I mean? There ain't no fucking doing no extra crazy shit. Yeah, we're trying to make it as entertaining as possible, but within ourselves.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like I want to do. There's plenty of other stuff I want to do, but we just don't have the means to do that stuff right now.
Yeah, don't worry. It's a process and it'll take time and whatnot. And I think good things will come in time, but we just have to get through the beginning phases.
Yeah. Just man, the fact that we're doing it is enough, to be honest.
Yeah, I even told my. They actually wanted me to close another store last night. Because somebody needed help, and I was just like, nah, man, I'm doing something tomorrow with my buddy. I want to be talking to him tonight about it because I consider this important.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so I was like, no, I can't do it because I'm not gonna get my shit together for the show, and they're looking at me like I'm crazy. I was like, hey, man, see,
you know what? But those are the type of people that like you're gonna have. I guess those would be kind of haters. You know what I'm saying? Those would
do you like using that word hater?
No.
Okay. See,
but that's the best word I could come up with at the time for explaining that behavior. That's what that is. It's people that just don't understand. Like they may not understand up front, but when the shit happens later on, then they're like, oh shit, we should have fucking listened. You know what I mean? Hey
man, it's cool. I'm not. I don't take anything bad out of it, but I know they were just kind of like, what? You're gonna do what? And I told them I was like, hey, like, comment, and subscribe. What are you doing? Messing with your mic?
Yeah, fucking Brent has a problem last time with me fucking with the mic, but I always gotta. I feel like if I can't hear myself clearly enough, that I don't know. I'm weird. Keep
no,
going,
you're good, man. You're good, man. So I know we're all over the place today, just a little bit, but so we are. We're just having a good time.
I think we're doing good though.
But we do in the future, for those that we do want to get different people on the show and have like a kind of a roundtable discussion to just give everybody else some more input or insight on certain subjects, as opposed to me and Jared, because we do, like Jared said, know a lot of interesting people who do different fields of work, have different personalities.
Like my buddy I was telling you about earlier.
Yeah, no,
the dude, like, man,
Yeah, well, if he's like I'm saying, if he's a power lifter, man, he better be the size of like the couch, bro.
We're gonna have.
Not that I care.
No, we're gonna be on the edge of this fucking thing.
That's damn, man. You make him sound like fucking Jabba the Hutt, dude.
No, man, Nate's big, bro. Nate is big.
That's
Like even when like I actually trained jiu-jitsu with him.
All right.
Even back then he was a big dude, and like now he's a power lifter, so he's probably even bigger. He's a photographer.
is a camera like this small in his hands, bro?
I don't know. I've never been on a shoot with him.
Okay, that makes sense.
He's a photographer. He is a power lifter, jiu-jitsu guy. I don't think he trains jiu-jitsu anymore, but he knows jiu-jitsu, some jiu-jitsu. And he owns a t-shirt company called Swollen Bearded.
Now, can you purchase these in like a local store,
Yes.
or do you have to?
I don't know. I think the URL is swollenbearded.com. Don't quote me on that.
Okay,
But
you're not being quoted.
I can actually a video was that he did with one of my other buddies, DJ Jackson. I could post that on the page, on the Facebook page. It's on my MMA breakdown page, but I can put it on the Facebook.com/The Mad Scientist Lab podcast page. Like, subscribe, share.
You can leave a comment too. I don't think anybody's ever left a comment.
No one's interacting. It's kind of annoying.
It's it's a bit depressing.
No. We're just starting out. People, I think people are just trying to see where we're going with this.
That's why we need to stay on topic. Damn it!
And I feel like, well,
I'm just messing with you.
we actually have topics now, so that's the crazy part about it. But I feel like a lot of people are watching, but they're not saying anything.
I mean, I'm honestly that type of person too, man. Like
I'm telling you, people are trying to feel things out. I'm telling you, there are, because I look at the fucking analytics and I can see, well, I can't see everything. I can't see who viewed, but I can see a good amount of information. Like, I know the percentage of males to females.
Oh man, we're not attractive.
So it's, no, it's not that. It's not. It's not.
Yeah,
as
you're
bad
goddamn right. It's not.
It's not as bad.
I'm a
as
handsome man. What are you talking about?
Dude, we didn't. Like,
I'm sorry.
you can't do this running joke again.
I'm just saying.
What was it? The percentage of females is more than I thought it was.
Oh well, good. 0.2%.
So something's going on, ladies.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Hey, leave a comment, Joe.
Yeah.
Wait, what Oliver? Hey, Oliver's available too.
Yeah, he's actually been staying with Jared a lot lately.
Yeah, you're gonna have to take him.
He's been acting up.
Yeah, man, that fool's been tripping, dog.
Yeah, all right, it's time to go, man.
Like, I mean, he comes in at all hours of the night. Like, I'm trying to sleep.
Really, man? Come on, man.
I try to give you a spot to stay on the couch, but you, man.
Disrespectful motherfucker. But anyway, all right. Now that I'm refocused with the laser, man, and you're saying it's waves of energy that can be produced. Now, these waves of energy, they have the technology, obviously, to make them extend miles and miles. Like, would it be like a radio wave type of thing, like a radio? You know?
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm trying to ask? Okay.
I'm gonna explain that. Do you know? Okay, so different waves or different, like a radio wave, microwave, gamma rays. They all have different wavelengths.
All right.
I couldn't tell you exactly right now off the top of my head which is what, but the closer the frequency, this is where math and trigonometry and all that shit comes in. Frequency, wavelength, all that shit comes together. The frequency of the wave,
Okay.
which is how big the wave is or how close together they are,
All right.
determines how strong it is.
Okay. That makes sense.
So if it's usually like a laser, it's very close together.
All right.
So
Because it's a continuate, like it's like one long beam for
the yes,
yeah, for the
like a laser is it's just light.
Okay.
That's
No
all.
shit.
That's all laser is.
No shit.
But it's focused light, and the wavelengths are very close together. That's why, like X-rays is another thing. Gamma rays are bad for you. I think those are all.
Isn't that like radiation? Or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
radiation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Gamma rays, X-rays are bad for you, like straight on. That's why they when you have you ever had an X-ray?
Oh yeah, I've had a couple.
That's why they have you wear the lead shit on
Yeah.
certain spots
Yeah.
that helps protect you from radiation.
Oh crap. Well, I mean, I knew that. Okay.
Same thing with microwaves. Microwaves, what they do is like in your microwave, the reason your food gets hot is because it's making the molecule, the energy is going through the food and making the molecules of the food move rapidly,
And that's what warms it up.
and
or
that's what
heats
warms it up. Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Who knew the microwave could be so damn complicated, man?
Bro, like that's the fucking like people don't
I'll never look
understand
at
technology. Exactly, you'll never look at your food the same way. Like once
Well,
you know that, you'll never.
was just-
You be like, bro, all it's doing is moving the molecules of my food. Back
Yeah,
and
I'll never
forth.
look at a hot pocket the same, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Hot pocket.
Yeah, I actually haven't had a hot pocket in like a year, man. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I stopped eating them a long time ago.
Yeah, it's they'll kill you.
Yeah,
Yeah, they'll kill you. No.
there's a lot of food out there. Like, man, it's so hard. Like, all right, I try to eat healthy.
I'm glad you actually brought that up because that is something God, I know this sounds wild coming from me because I drink as much as I do, but
Same here.
I've been trying to eat better outside of my job because
You can't eat pizza every day.
No, I don't. Oh God, I will have a slice, or I will grab one
Every day?
No, not every day, but
Oh.
dude, if I'm at work for 10 hours and I can't leave,
No.
I
I understand that.
got to eat something, man.
Yeah.
Packing your lunches. Maybe I should do that, but
Yeah.
yeah, maybe I should.
I need
pack
to
my
do
lunch.
this. I need to do that too because I eat all.
I don't even know why I didn't
eat
think of
out
that.
all the fucking time.
Yeah, so
You know how much money I would save if I just ate the other. Beyond, we can talk about that later. But there's reasons why I eat out all the time. But
no, that's fine, man. But I'm kind of in the same boat, man. I do work sometimes long shifts and I can't get out. So I go here. I'll go to Subway or even. Well, I'm not gonna go to Chipotle anymore because apparently it's killing people again.
I fucking heard that the other day. I
Yeah,
was like,
man.
yo, what? Well, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie. The last
I went there about 2 weeks ago, man. Not
well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I've been in the last. Actually, I think I went this week, but the last couple of times I ate it, it was like my stomach was not feeling right, and I was like, "Yo, what's going on here?"
Do you go to the one like what right down here?
No. I go to different ones.
No, just like all
No,
over.
the one over here in Woodbridge. Fuck that one.
Dude, that line. I was in that line. I will shit you not. I was in that line for like 35
Fuck
minutes. Dude.
that one. Dog,
I felt like I could have watched an episode of television.
I
and
never go to that one because that is the.
that was my first time there, though. I won't lie to you.
If you go to that one, you expect to spend an hour at minimum there.
Oh my god, dude, I could not believe the line.
And that's the only one in Woodbridge.
Really, that's the only one out here. I'm
I haven't seen no other ones.
trying to think, man.
And the other times that I go, I have one by my job, like literally two corners down by my job. So I go to that one all the time.
Okay.
There's one in Lorton now.
There's one in Lorton, like in the plaza. In Gunston Plaza?
No, not Gunston.
Oh, it's over by like the
Shoppers.
The Shoppers. Yeah,
Yeah.
I actually used to work there. I used to decorate cakes there.
at Shoppers.
Yeah.
But the fucking there's a Chipotle there, and that one I go there and I barely is ever a line.
Well, dude, nobody. I mean, Lorton. Just that area is not very well populated, or it's not a very busy place to live. Like living on that side, or just Lorton in general. I don't look at Lorton as like a very busy
That's
place.
kind of why I like it.
Well, I mean, I enjoy that too, but I could.
It's a lot busier than when I was growing up. I don't know. Did we talk about this before? Where there was that house on the
Yes, we
was
talked about
not,
it.
Not C's. There was a house.
It was on the corner of Pohick Road and Route 1, right?
Yes.
Yeah, no,
And
we
there was
actually
an Asian couple.
Yeah, they owned it, and they had this.
Oh, that was the one that didn't get through.
Yeah, so they had this. So it's so crazy you brought this up because this place was there until I was maybe about 4 years old, and then they tore it down. But I vividly remember going because I lived across the street from it, so I would walk over there with my dad, and he would get some beer or pick up a few things for the house. And I remember the candy aisle, or I don't know if it was a candy aisle, but one of the aisles, I always thought it was cool as a kid. It was like straight, and then there was like this
then it went
massive hump.
Yeah.
And then it just kept going straight. And as a kid, I just thought that was like the coolest thing in the world. But yeah, man, and what was it called? Like I was too
I
young.
can't remember the name of it.
But man, I remember this place so well.
And it was an Asian couple that owned it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, absolutely, man.
That's so crazy that
But-
like that shit is gone. Like, Because then it was that one, and then there was C's. Everybody was like, "Hey, we're going to C's," but then the 7-Eleven in between. C's was up there by Hegel Circle.
Okay, all right.
I don't know where that, but yeah, I was at least a teenager. I was probably middle school when I used to go there. That one up there. Yeah, I'm older.
It's all right. No, I'm just saying, man. Just the fact that because if you had not brought that up, I think we were at Dave and Buster's when you brought that up, or how that conversation started. I was just amazed that you knew that because I don't know anybody else that.
That's what I'm saying. Like we're
unless you're
from
like
Lorton,
yeah, like unless you're like a real Lorton native, I don't know anybody that would know that. Because when you said that, I was like, how do you know that? Like how do you know that, man? Like that's so crazy. Yeah,
that's where I grew up, bro.
That's so crazy. And whatnot, and I just, God, the memories. But it's gone now. I mean, it was a nice place, man. But time
we used
goes
to go there all the time. Everything was cheaper there, and the people were so nice. Like we would go to,
People
go to
were
that
nicer in general.
Well, yeah, but they were that couple that owned that place. They were super nice. And then if you go between that, and then if you go to the fucking 7-Eleven just right down the street, those motherfuckers were assholes. I mean, they're right next to Hegel Circle. Bama's was stealing from there all the time. I used to have boys that were sticking fucking
dude. I won't lie to
honey
you.
buns down their pants and then rolling out the store.
I used to, God forgive me, but the one down there at the bottom of the hill, man.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I used to take some candy when I was in high school too, man. Like I know somebody that stole like some motor oil for their moped, or like yeah.
That's how country we are,
dude,
bro.
Like I was like, oh my God, man. I was like, and I remember one time, and. I'm sorry, I was a small thief when I was in high school. It's just with like candy and shit.
Confessions.
Yeah. Oh God.
Confessions on the podcast.
Yeah,
go
pretty
ahead.
much. So I remember this one time.
Statute of limitations.
My buddy, I plead the fifth, right? But my buddy hit me up and he was like, "Hey man," he was like, "You trying to go steal a couple bottles for me? Like some of those like Bacardi bottles, like those smaller ones."
Oh, that wasn't Bacardi.
It was Smirnoff. Was it Smirnoff?
No, they don't sell that at 7-Eleven.
Dude,
it was
Mad
Dog.
They have. I have those, but these were like they were Bacardi, man, or Smirnoff. They're just like the 24-ounce bottles, not nothing, not liquor. Just like those fruity ones, like with the
like Boone's Hill and all them.
Yeah, stuff like that. And he was like, "Hey man, so I used to have these." Well, anybody that knew me in high school, like I used to wear really baggy clothes, so I had these pair of sweat shorts. They were really big. They had like a shitload of pockets on them. It was very nice.
That was popular back in the day.
Yeah, so they had a shitload of pockets on them. They were definitely overly baggy on me. I didn't really give a shit. And so I was able to just walk in there and just put them in my pocket, and you couldn't tell because my pants were so baggy.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
And that's why we wore baggy pants back in the day.
Yeah, so...
Because Bama's was stealing honey buns and candy.
And fucking motor oil for your moped.
Yo, mopeds were fucking huge back then.
I remember my buddy, I remember he bought a moped from somebody, and he was wearing this like plaid shirt while he was driving down. He just looked like a farmer on a moped. I don't know. If you knew the guy, it was just a funny sight to see, man.
No, Lorton was country as shit back then.
Dude, fuck, man.
That's why I fucking like it because, like, I don't know. Maybe that's why I don't like people so much now because people are just assholes now.
Yeah, people. The demographic for the to nice to asshole ratio is definitely inclined more towards the asshole ratio.
You know what I think it is? I think because DC became not well.
Do you think people are just scared, man?
No, the DMV in general
of aliens
has become such a transient place. Like these people are here, they're from everywhere.
Oh, dude, I feel like I know
everywhere.
I feel like I know somebody from literally every country on the planet.
Every country on the planet, every state. It'd be weird. Like you think it would be weird, but we know people from Hawaii. We know people from Alaska. We know like everywhere.
I know people from Wyoming and Canada.
Yeah,
I know people from Guatemala and Ecuador. I know. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like this area is just a mixing bowl of people, and the culture has. I don't know. There's no culture.
Yeah, because it's so intertwined with. You have so many different cultures that it's. I don't. Do you think? I don't want to say it's become a bad thing, but I think it. If you're a younger person, you might have like with identity, man. And trying to
a younger person.
Like when I'm saying growing up in this area, especially nowadays with like just the way the world is. like, think about it, like the way the presidents, like, so the White House, man, it's like you learn it in school. It's like the Mecca of the country. You know, we live in Washington, D.C. We live in the nation's capital. Everything historical, not everything, obviously, but it all happens. You know, we live in a very big portion of historic, God, what am I trying? We just live in a, God, fuck, I'm drunk.
I don't know what the fuck you're saying. Yo,
Fuck
he's
you.
drunk,
No,
yo.
I'm not drunk. A lot of history has happened here, sir. Okay,
my
so
God.
so after all that, but we live in an area of importance to the country because it's the nation's capital. So I don't know how the rest of the country views it living on the outside. Does that make sense?
Yes. I mean, I've lived outside of here
I have not.
a couple times.
I have not. So I have a very just local perception of what.
I tell you this though. The impression that people get of just Virginia outside of here, like California, like
Okay.
people in California think that Virginia is like the country's fucking place.
Like where they got like tumbleweeds.
No, that'd be out west.
No shit.
Like we would think of, I don't know, fucking Alabama or something.
Oh, okay.
That's how they think of Virginia.
Really?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Well,
dude.
I mean, but we're in Northern Virginia, so Northern Virginia is different from the rest of Virginia. You go down south,
Oh yeah, no, I definitely
like down south, and
like the Richmond area or even
no.
further,
I'm talking about like fucking
like close to the border, like
nah, man, like past Richmond, like out west and all that shit.
like the corner
where they make moonshine, motherfucker.
Oh god, moonshine. So did you get your jar?
No, well, I gotta talk to people.
Yeah, okay. Just
But anyway, back to what I was saying. Yeah, people think about Virginia like the country's fucking place on the planet.
that's so well. That doesn't surprise me, considering like the history with everything in the states and whatnot. But
No, I feel you, but like we know for a fact that that's not true because we're in it.
Yeah,
this
of
is
course.
more city like than anything.
I think if anything, I understand how they can perceive that just because they've never been here. And if you just read it in a book, then they're going to use their imagination and think.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. All right. On that note, folks, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up.
We got
because RJ is drunk and he needs a break.
Do I?
I don't know.
No, I was
Something's going on over there.
Well, no,
You're
it's
burping in the mic.
it's some fucking space dust,
That
bro.
space dust
Don't
is
drink this
fucking
shit,
him up.
yeah, dude.
Yo, hey, don't
If
drink
it-
Elysian
it's in
space
space
dust
dust.
because look at what it did to this guy.
First of all,
I'm gonna stop looking at here. I'm gonna start looking over there because I know y'all want to see my beautiful eyes.
Oh my God,
See, now I
dude.
might be getting drunk too, but anyway.
well, no, but before we close the podcast, I know we opened up with the death of the local broadcaster, but Chester Barrington. Oh God, fuck, yeah.
Chester Bennington.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
I was about to say Barrington. Yeah.
You know what? I forgot. I was thinking. I was like, there was somebody else that died recently, and I forgot about it. But Linkin Park. Chester Bennington, the lead singer of Linkin Park, passed away this past week. Well, I don't want to say passed away. He committed suicide.
We'll
If we're gonna get into we gotta wrap it up.
all right. So, don't drink Elysian space dust. No, that's not.
You're right.
Yeah.
Goodbye, guys.
Okay. Yeah. Episode 4. Turn it off.
Audio Skulls all day.
The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab.
You can't have an opinion on something that you haven't even tried.
Exactly.
The merit scientist